Welcome to the Airgun Show. In this week's episode, I'm going to be taking a look at the new Brocock Sahara XR. But before that, we join Andy Watkins as he tackles some problematic feral pigeons on the farm.
So me and Tom are in the shed now. We're at a permission that we've been to a few times before, and it showed that we've been a few times before because there's not as many ferals as there once was. We've thinned quite a few out over the years, but there are still a few to go at. The problem with them is they're defecating in the cattle feed and in the milking parlour across the equipment, so basically we just need to thin a few out. Yeah, we've got the Walther range with us today. Yeah, we've used this on numerous occasions now to good effect. We've only got the one gun, so we're just going to share it, take it in turns, have a shot each while the other person films. Yeah, we've got the scope cam on. Thankfully we're inside today because the wind's pretty strong, so we went out this morning with the shotguns, which was ideal on the pigeons, but with the air rifle it just wouldn't be a thing. The pellets would just be blown all over the place, so it's good that we can have the option to get in the sheds and in amongst a bit of shelter, where hopefully the pellets will fly a bit straighter. So seeing as it's Tom's permission, it's only fair that he gets the first shot, and yeah, let's see how he gets on.
Can't shoot them. Can't shoot a cow. Not safe.
Yep. You got him? Shot's on.
No.
So how'd that go, Tom?
So obviously one of the white pigeons up on the girder. Just went for a chest shot, middle of the chest, it's facing towards me, come down like a stone.
So the good thing about these sheds is we can use the girders as a backstop. The pigeons really like to roost on there. We don't always have them as an option, but if I shoot a pigeon in the chest, there's not going to be enough energy to go through into the roof. So yeah, but wherever possible, we like to use the girders. Nice free-handed there. Okay, so a little tip that I've picked up is that when you're shooting in cattle sheds like this, it's better to wear wellies. I used to wear leather boots, but I don't know what it is in cow muck. Someone will probably tell me in the comments, but it like broke down the leather and the rubber and just, yeah, messed them up. So from now on I always wear wellies.
and it's down. Went for the heart and lung shot there, allowing ever so slightly for the wind, so obviously it's quite blustery today. I think I caught his lung, which obviously he's still got enough oxygen to tiniest distance just down to the edge of the shed there. So
So this is the one that Tom just shot on the roof. As you can see, the pellet entered here. So where he was, the pigeon was sat like this. The pellet entered through here. If you look with sort of x-ray eyes, the vital organs are in here somewhere. So it would have tracked straight through the lungs. He then had 2 legs down, so if a bird flies off with 2 legs down, it's definitely one to watch, because chances are it's going to drop somewhere quite nearby. And it did, it just came straight down and landed in the yard. So yeah, thought we'd just explain a little bit about long shots.
yeah.
You just drop down. You want them? So we're just going to pick the bird that I shot off the roof. It rolled down the middle of the roof through the apex and down to the ground, and then there was a load of birds feeding in here. They flew up onto the girders, and I managed to take a really nice freestanding shot unsupported at I think it was about 30 yards, and just dropped him down there at the end of the shed. So happy with that. Now I've got 2 to collect. We're going to call it a day now. We've had 33 pigeons, was it?
34.
34 pigeons and a crow. So we've had a pretty good day. Yeah, they just keep coming every time we come. We probably shoot that amount, and yeah, they get a little bit more skittish, but I think because we came slightly later today, we managed to have a bit of success. We'll just make sure this cow doesn't knock the camera off. But yeah, thanks for watching.
Andy Watkins doing a great job on the feral pigeons there. Next up, I'm taking a look at the Brocock Sahara XR. Right, what we've got here is the latest addition to the Brocock XR range, the Sahara XR. Now, its standout feature has to be its sand finish, from which it takes its name. Now, this compact airgun is packed with features and is also very well made. It retails for £1,244, so let's take a closer look and see what you get for your money. Measuring just under 82 centimetres, the semi-bullpup Sahara certainly is stubby, and it tips the scales at a very manageable 3.3 kilos. Now, it's just a very nicely proportioned, nicely balanced airgun that feels really good in the shoulder and also looks very good too. Now, that sand finish may not be the best camouflage for the British countryside, but I think it does result in an overall better looking gun, and it's certainly an airgun that's going to turn heads on the range. Brocock has a knack for making very functional, practical airguns, and that remains the case with this one. It's very apparent in the ambidextrous polymer stock, and I really like that steep pistol grip and the large thumb hole cutaway behind it, which has plenty of room for shooters with bigger hands. The pistol grip and forend are both adorned with grooves and stippling to improve grip, though I must admit that my leading hand usually ends up on the rear section of the bottle, and that still makes for a perfectly secure and comfortable hold. Now, the underside of the forend is equipped with a Picatinny accessory rail, which is well positioned for bipod attachment. Being able to tweak the fit of a stock can make a big difference when it comes to shooting comfortably and achieving good eye scope alignment. Now, this stock features adjustment not only in the butt pad but also the cheek piece, so you can tweak it to get exactly the right fit for you. You don't have to be too sharp-eyed to notice that this airgun is based on the tried and tested Sniper XR action. I've been using it since it was launched and I really rate it. This gun is equipped with a high quality 430mm German barrel, which is housed inside a really chunky shroud. And that shroud looks nice, really purposeful looking, and also helps to hush down the muzzle report a little bit. It is threaded to accept an additional silencer if you want to make it whisper quiet. The shroud is finished in sand colour to match the stock, and I think that colour scheme works very well with the metalwork, which is black anodised to protect it from the elements. Now, the Picatinny rails that you see here are supplied, and they can be removed to expose dovetail scope rails. Now, one thing that I really like about Brocock's semi-bullpup design is, well, apart from the fact that it's compact, is the fact that the rails don't sit too high and it's not as slab-sided as a standard bullpup, and that means that you can still mount your scope fairly low to the barrel. Although the Sahara comes supplied with a single shot tray, you also get Brocock's new all-metal self-indexing magazine. Now, this magazine holds 13 shots in 177, 11 in 22 and 10 in .25. It's very pellet friendly, and its gate loading mechanism means it's very easy to reload with pellets or slugs. The magazine is driven by a very good side lever action. Now, the lever is well positioned and features a large handle that gives you a good grip and makes for really positive operation. Now, the result is a very smooth and reliable mechanism that cocks and reloads the Sahara very quickly and with minimal fuss. This gun has a match quality 2-stage trigger that I really like. Now, the blade can be adjusted for height and angle, and the mechanism can also be adjusted both in the first and second stages. Now, this one was set up brilliantly straight from the factory. The first stage is fairly short, but it comes to a really distinct stop before braking crisply very positively with absolutely no creep. The safety catch is a paddle type switch just in front of the trigger, and that's standard equipment on Sniper XR models. The gun's safe when it's over to the right, and you simply push it across to the left when you're ready to shoot. There are numerous power options for the Sahara, including sub 12 foot-pounds, 46 foot-pounds in .25 caliber, and 30 foot-pounds in .22 caliber. Now, power output is adjustable, either to suit different shooting scenarios or to optimize performance with different ammo. Now, the power adjustment dial is positioned just in front of the side lever, and it has 3 very clear stops. The Sahara is also equipped with a Huma regulator, which ensures good air efficiency and excellent shot-to-shot consistency. Now, consistency with this 177 caliber sub 12 foot-pound airgun falls within 5 feet per second over a string of 10 shots. Now, there are 2 gauges on the right hand side of the stock. The top one shows regulator pressure, and the bottom one shows how much air you've got left in the 480cc carbon bottle. That bottle holds a lot of air, and thanks to the efficiency of the regulator, sub 12 foot-pound models can return up to 460 shots from a full 250 bar fill. Now, when it's time to refill, you simply remove the magnetic cap from the underside of the stock to expose the inlet, ready to couple up. I have shot the Sniper XR in all of its many guises, and all of them have been very accurate. This one is no exception. Everything from the trigger and the regulator to the barrel and the magazine have been designed to work in harmony, and the result is a very accurate shooting machine. Now, this airgun is easily capable of pellet on pellet groups at 30 meters and ragged single hole groups at 40 and even 50 meters if you match it with the right pellet. So that's the Brocock Sahara XR. It's tough, compact, accurate and reliable. And thanks to this new finish, it's now even more eye-catching. But this certainly isn't an airgun that's just been designed to look good. It's really solidly constructed, and it's made for proper use on the range and in the field. And that's exactly what you'll want to get out and do with it if you get your hands on one. I'm afraid that's all we've got time for in this week's episode, but as ever, we'll be back again in a fortnight. Thank you for watching, and please don't forget to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. And if you aren't already a member of the BASC, it's time you joined the organisation that works to promote and protect your sport.
Don't miss the award-winning Airgun Shooter magazine. It's packed with hunting features, reviews, tactics and insight to help you become an even more successful shooter. Get your copy today in shops or online.